Coach Day, I appreciate you taking some time. I know you don't like to get too far away from the fax machine on signing day, but as we currently talk right now, 28 new players to the program, 26 freshmen, 2 junior college kids from 7 different states. Always remember your first recruiting class. So what identity do you hope this class takes on?
I think the biggest thing for us when you look at the class that we were trying to build, with how many seniors we lost, this was such an important part, that these guys are going to come in and continue to build a winning culture and continue to take this program to places it's never been before, and continue to contend for conference championships. So I think for these guys, this is such an important piece for us to continue our legacy and grow here at St. Joseph's College. And these guys were so pivotal to be a part of this class as one that had to replace quite a few guys that we lost.
Overall, kind of a strategy in the sense, are we still hitting the Midwest hard by the numbers as they break down, and we're still hitting Indiana and its neighboring states pretty well?
Absolutely. I think when we sat down and truly started, the class started well before I was named as far as our true work. But when we sat down and as a staff, we talked that our identity at St. Joseph's College it's embedded in what this place is, no matter who's here. But for us, it's character, and that's the first and foremost thing that we were looking for. Obviously we want very good football players, but we want to make sure all our guys fit into our culture, and we're guys that were willing to be blue collar and go to work in every sense of that word, to make sure we could continue to be successful. So that was, the biggest thing we wanted to find are guys that are good people on and off the field, guys that we know take pride in the way we do things here at St. Joe, and then are very, very good football players on the field.
Maintaining a model that has already been established and moving forward. Congratulations with that. As the mold or the model that has been successful in the past has been running the ball and playing good defense. Obviously, we lose a little bit on the offensive line, and it's been addressed in this class, as well as the running game continues to add depth with a couple of running backs on it. Your comments overall on that anticipation of what the offense into the running game will look like in the future?
Yeah, who we are, that'll never change. Our philosophy is we're gonna run the ball, as much as we can and truly attack teams and be aggressive in that front. That's why we want to make sure we brought in at least 2 backs in this class, knowing we're going to graduate a couple seniors, and we got one of our guys coming from Michigan, Derek Hallman, very, very good back for our system. You watch his highlight clips, and they might not be incredibly flashy when you first turn those on. But the way our system is, he's his own back, and he's an absolute bruiser. We have a pretty special running back already on roster that when you pop his film on, he's not flashy, but he gets the job done, leading the conference in rushing. And I think Derek will be able to come in and continue to develop and mold himself right into that role.
Defensively, looks like that side of the ball has been hit pretty hard. 9 regulars on defense, 6 starters that were lost last year, a good senior class. We bringing 17 new players in on defense. What highlights can you share with us on that end of the ball?
One thing, knowing how many we lost, we definitely want to get older, and that was something we wanted to address right away. So we actually, we did something that we don't typically do here, is get a few junior college guys. And one we brought in right at the semester, David Tapia from Puma, and this is a kid that's incredibly driven and a guy that we know is going to be able to come in and help us at that middle linebacker role. A guy that has already proven very early through the workouts and on the field, and has meshed with our guys so well in the winter workouts and in the conditioning and weight room sessions, that he's become a very, very important piece we know already, that's going to help keep our defense right where it is. And he's an aggressive kid, and when you get one of those guys that he came in and loved the culture and loved the atmosphere, we were fortunate enough to get one of his teammates. Cedric Turner is a defensive back, also from Puma, who is a very, very tall corner, athletically very, very gifted. And the best part for us is, again, knowing that they fit into our culture. They're both blue-collar kids that are going to come in here and work to win, and whatever we ask them, they're going to get done for their teammates. And I'm so incredibly excited to have those guys come in and join this class and join our defense to help us, bring a little bit of age and experience right back to that unit.
Is it something that you're hoping that these older guys can share a lesson or two to a young group, especially linebackers? You have 5 linebackers on your list right now, and they can share their experience and try to help narrow that learning curve.
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at it, anytime you lose such a large group of seniors, that's what you're looking at. I think when you look at our roster, we are very, very talented. But we did lose some experience, and that's something you want to continue to bring to a football program. I think our sport is special in the fact that experience is one thing that more than some other sports, man, experience is really what drives you, and that's something that's very, very important across the board. So that was why we definitely wanted to address that on our team.
Going forward here offensively, particularly with the quarterback, your graduation of Tate Borlick, Wade Bertrand, the solo QB right now on your depth chart, you bring in a young man named Ethan Cannell, adding depth to that position. What stands out with this young man that you want him to be part of your program?
The thing with Ethan is it's tough to truly see on film. You see it, but when you really sit down with him, you know how cerebral he is. In our offense, our quarterback does so many things to be able to put us in the correct situation as a player that, Ethan, he's a very, very intelligent football player. Good athlete. He can get himself out of trouble with his feet, and also very, very good arm, very accurate. So for him, knowing just how well he would transition into our program and come in and be a guy that could help us, potentially early. At quarterback, that's one position. Obviously, every single one you're a play away, but for any program, you've got to have a couple guys at that position that could come in and produce early or being older with Wade.
Coach, we appreciate your time. I think I hear the fax machine ringing again, so I won't let you get. I'll let you get back to it. Congratulations on a good class. I know you got a couple more coming in the coming days, so keep up the good work. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.